right. What do we got today? Ooh. Aviation. Just got done playing volleyball, and I think I messed up my knee. It does not feel good to stand on, which is unfortunate because I do, on occasion, have a need to stand. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I don't get the purpose of low tier premiums. They only help for like the 3 ranks. Huh. I don't know. What how long does it take to find a match? 2 minutes. Let's see. Any battle pass stuff going on? Test we got. Help with repairs. Still working on intel. Capture. Win an air battle. All right. So this is just a PvE, save the base. Got to stop waves of bombers. I mostly played for the reward, but of the routine, like daily reward things, this one's by far my favorite. The tank one is a little, I don't know. That one feels a little more unfair or super map dependent, maybe, as to whether it's enjoyable or not. There are some maps where you have good position and you can defend. Other maps where I feel like they just didn't want people to succeed. I could do kind of wish they had it more like, I mean, I get the conceit of why they can't, but I do kind of wish it was more like this mode where, they just try to do damage to something and you have to stop them, but instead they try to blow you up, and especially at high tiers, like I've spent 30 Silver Eagles just replaying, and that's not a great use of time and resources to get, like a plus 15 booster or something like that. So, and what I was thinking about doing was going in and just playing one tank life and give it a go, and then when I blow up I leave. That's what I did when I first started playing it. So it's definitely doable, but now you have to wait so dang long to get into them that it's just kind of not worthwhile. I'd rather go play ranked battles the whole time. Realistic battles, sorry, not ranked battles. RB. So yeah, this is our new plane. It replaces the one that had the big bofers on the bottom, though apparently you can unlock that for this, but I love it because it's got the 500 rounds of cannon, which is a lot of sustained fire with a cannon. Like you can really do something. And then the ability to then, at a future date, add in other things. Oh man, these guys are just dropping like flies. Oh my god, guys, I need targets to hone in on. If you just keep blowing them all up. Alright. Oh, I cut throttle somehow. I think when I get used to flying helicopters, I'm much more loose with my throttle because the planes just kind of need to run the web. So I think this time we're just going to do a front approach since these guys seem to be eating them up pretty good. And we'll try to get in for the big pass and multi-kill. We'll see if they start falling out of formation, then I'll start playing a little smarter on these. Let's see, we got one guy. Oh, he is going in. I thought he was maybe keeping an eye for the next group. And I just must be the slow dude out here. You know, I'm going to leave those guys to it. I'm going to go break off and go get these new guys. Start my approach on them. I could also go down and take the flak out. We'll do that if my engines get hit and I can't keep up with these guys or can't make a good intercept. Then I'll drop down and take care of them. But we'll see. Usually I just get blown up. Or I make a great pass-through. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty good run so far. They're just eating them up. I think the howitzers are the only way we're getting any real damage.
Attention to the designated grid square.
All right, here we go. Going in. See, I mean, a lot of sustained fire. There's fighters that would be out of cannon. It's just that kind of hold. Got an oil leak. That's my speed. I'm still thinking speed, but what do we got coming in? Let's check it out. More Leos. All right. So I'm deciding, let's climb. Can I still climb and make speed? Yeah, nope, I gotta go. I'm going for the ground targets. I am not going to be able to successfully pursue. Looks like that guy's got it all under wraps.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
I'm gonna rip my crap apart here. Alright. Now let's go return to base. Yeah, I mean, I'm losing speed just flying, descending. Like, it's definitely made the right call bailing out. Now, the question is whether or not I should have just scrapped the plane, paid, $3,000 to get a new one, but I like the immersion of this. At least tonight I do. Alright, now normally I'd do like a little loop here to... They're dropping planes on my head, guys. I'd do a little loop to burn off some speed, but I don't think I need that here. Ooh. Too much drop. Hey, repair and rearm me anyways. Sweet. It's been by any landing you can walk away from.
And victory will be ours.
Wonder if I have to climb all the way back up there. Or if they're going to spawn me in the air. Well, luckily we got a lot of base left. They are going to spawn me here. Alright. So where's our next... So, climbing up, climbing up, climbing up. I do not think we're actually going to be able to intercept these guys. I just don't have the confidence of the climb rate on this thing. But we'll see. As it's...
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
What is the climb? Was it like 13 per second? So then your climb rate is 13 meters per second. To get to a kilometer, you're... No, that's not right. It's not 13 per second. Oh, yeah, it's about 100 seconds. Well, we will definitely move in on these. Oh, these Leos are gonna... Wait, the Leos fly high, right? Yeah. So these guys, we might not even be able to intercept them. Might just be too high, but we'll see. We are not a little fighter, and fighters can climb like SOBs. We'll do some poor E-management, burn a lot of energy just to get a little bit of altitude there. Let's not reduce our altitude though. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything to these guys, unfortunately. hopefully we won't get hit by any bombs they drop.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Called that angle correctly. Look at that. We're pretty much perfectly lined up for these guys. Still gonna keep climbing. Want to get up above them. But yeah, my teammates are doing a pretty astonishing job. My goodness, that Project M6 is cleaning house. I mean, I feel good getting 2 because, yeah. Where is he? Let's watch him. Project M6. So he's up there. He's sitting high. I'm wondering if he's, if that P-40 is his buddy. Yeah, it might be. Usually it's the simulationist guys who are sitting at really high altitude. That's kind of like the ultimate expression of like energy control, is just be really, really high in the air. So the guys who are, my impression is that the guys who do that are generally pretty good, or they're people who get the concept but aren't very good flyers. Like me.
Just a little more effort.
All right, now we're gonna level out, get a little speed. See if we can't intercept some of these guys, and if we can't, then we're lined up for our next run, right? This is the problem, is if we chase, we're going to just be chasing all day because these other guys are much faster than us. So the BF-109, the Typhoon, the A-36, they're always going to get to where we're going before we get there. So we're kind of trading on them being not very competent at their thing. So I'm going high because I know I can always go after that lower guy. Alright, let's see if I can... Yep, can't get him. One of these guys is going to come in and get him. There, I did a thing. Yay! Alright, we're going to flatten out because I just want to be kind of competitive with these guys pacing-wise. I'm not, but I want to be. We'll turn our smoke on too. We don't want to be left out of the smoking crew. I'm going to get a seat at the cool kid table.
Attention to the map.
Yeah, I feel like chasing these guys is better than those really high altitude guys. I don't think I'm going to get back up there quickly.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
All right, we're going to make our merge early. And we still came in low on E. have to bail on this plane. Oh, cannons are up. Should have been doing this the whole time. Is that him? No, that was not him. There we go. See if we can kind of do a Cobra here. Not a real Cobra, but, you know, World War II Cobra. Where we try to get. There we go. Oh, that's, I feel like that was rude. Like, bro, you knew what I was doing. You knew I was going for him. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got an oil leak again. Alright, let me go take care of these cannons, because that at least I can do reliably well. Yeah? Oh.
Oh, you did?
No? Wait. Yeah, before I left. Yes, yes. Sorry.
It's like when I walked in, I'm pretty sure
Yep. Yes. 100% before I left. Well, you're going to hear me. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. I just was going to let you know. Okay. Sorry. Had to sort out some dog discussions. Who fed the dog? Did the dog eat? Did the dog not eat? Did anyone eat the dog? That sort of stuff. So that was why that horrible landing. I was talking to my wife, looking away, and when I look back, I'm ready out because the autopilot does not understand how to roll on a turn. If you're like this and you tell it to go this way, he'll just start banking in a way that makes no sense. I mean, he wants to correct, but he doesn't. It's like when the gunner on the tank drops it and then turns. It's like they start the movement and then figure out how to roll in a way that's like, you know, if I'm flying, I'm just going like that, you know. But the autopilot and the mouse aim, he's got a different plan. He's been to flight school. I don't know. He's well, he's a German pilot, so he's probably got some Dunning-Kruger going on.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
What's his name? We'll call our pilot Fritz. Fritz is special. Fritz knows what's going on. He thinks he does, anyways. And everyone's got red and blue. I need a better wing color so that I can stand out and be unique. I want Fritz to be a beautiful snowflake. Oh, don't kill my Leo. That's my Leo. Don't you kill him. I asked you to do one thing, which was not to kill my Leo. And you did it. Oh, that plane's out of control. All right, what do we got? We got another fighter here. I mean, bro, you got him. All right, what do we got? We got a group down low. I mean, that's a lot of allies there. So I guess we'll go for them. Tell you what though, because they're so far out and they're so far below us, we're going to reload our guns, because 6 rounds is not going to cut it. And then we are going to accelerate into this to really get some speed. So I think one of the interesting things about this little experiment of like streaming and talking on the games is it's this idea of like how other people react to it. You know, I'm doing this, and you know, being perfectly candid, I do not expect anyone to really be watching it. I understand that intellectually. I understand that, you know, emotionally. However, I'm approaching it most of the time as if someone could be watching it. And I think some of that is just, you know, social conditioning, you know, understanding the pattern of like social media, that sort of stuff. But I'm trying to approach it with the, did they just blow themselves? Did they crash into each other? What the heck just happened? Man, I looked at him and he blew up. You saw it. You saw it. I've got the evil eye in my 109. For a second, I thought that was an ally coming in to steal my kill, and I was going to be super annoyed. Roll. Stay rolled, bro. There we go. There we go. Yep, shot down. So that's the trade-off of these little fighters, is their rear gunners can just smoke you. It's kind of frustrating, but, you know, bound to happen. All right, we'll go back to our 129. We're playing like we got it anyways, so might as well. All right, give me a little weapon to the turn. Keep the left going to climb. Need altitude with this guy. Need to be, in fact, we're going to catch big altitude and then build up our speed once we're high again. I think I'm going to go between 250, 300 and just make those little climbs while I'm doing that.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
How much do we get when we do that? We only get like 200 meters. 300, 400 maybe? Versus like a steady climb, a sustainable steady climb. You know, we could lose the same speed, but we could, get a much better climb rate maybe? I don't know. Oh, last enemy wave. I think we're going to actually clear the full run. I think this will be the first time I do it. In fact, I know we will, because even if we don't get these guys, no one's got enough bombs to take this thing out, I don't think, unless they send it in like B-25s or something. Bro, you're the worst at rotating. Oops. Yeah, this plane is pretty beastly when it comes to just lighting into guys. Oh, did I click reload? I must have clicked reload. Well, look at me, all fancy and doing things I should do. You got interceptors with them? What's down there? Leo. Okay, some of them just broke off and went low, huh? I wonder if that's like a damage program where, like, you know, the plane was unreliable, so to simulate that, they just have a couple drop out. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got a lot of enemy, or allies flying in.
Victory is close.
Just because they're killing the guys I want to kill doesn't mean they're my enemies. Let's get this guy in the back since no one else is going for him. We'll play a little chicken with him. Oh, that LA-5 is going to get him, dang it. So can we swoop down and get a lot of speed on him? I don't think we're going to beat that LA-5, though. He is fast. But will we get him on the first go? Oh, I'm out of wep. He did not get him, guys, so here we go. There we go. Ooh. That's the problem with mouse control. You can't do a barrel roll. So yeah, I hate that it shows this 300% icon, but all that means is it's in the bucket of prizes, I guess. You could win it, but you don't necessarily win it. Oh, or we won it. There we go. Hey, and we unlocked our new plane. Do you have, let's see what's modified. Oh, I gotta pick my next plane to unlock. I mean, 110s are over here. 410, what's a 410? I don't know that. Well, that looks fascinating as all hell. Let's research that. All right, so now we've got 30 millimeter offensive cannon or 37 millimeter offensive cannon. Let's buy this airframe. Let's get the engine, because of course we want to climb. Good. Let's get the turning. I think we want the 30. We're going to get that 30. There we go. And fuel injection. Wow, we got a lot of points that round. I think I'm gonna, get these cannons a little more accuracy going on. All right, so I hope I picked the right cannon. So let's go to secondary armor, secondary weapons here. And we do have the 30 millimeter cannon now. So yeah, this one's basically like a flak cannon. It's got 12 rounds, so that's very similar to the previous one. This just gives us a lot more firepower. But for some reason I can't mark. Is it because I'm in Air Assault Arcade? I don't know. If I go to Air Battle Realistic, can I equip it? Nope. Change secondary weapon. Requires R2 modification. What is an R2 modification? Did I screw myself out of something here? I mean, I feel like I unlocked it. What is R2 modification? It's very unclear. Is it the cover? Is it? I mean, like it's just saying. I feel like it's just saying I need this. Oh God, I'm an idiot. There it is. I bought the improvement for the weapon I can't get, rather than ahora entiendo. All right. So let's look at these other ones and see which. Okay, so your research. Yeah, I really should just commit to finishing the research on a couple of these. Well, we're going to give that, actually, let's see, what sort of fighters does this guy have access to? He's got bombers. Oh, he does have the FW5. But does he have any low-level fighters? He really doesn't, so let's give him the FW. Okay. So yeah, 109s versus FW, this is the sort of thing that I remember me and my dad growing up would debate this forever. He liked the 109 because to him it was all about climb rate and circle rate. He liked the 109. I liked the 190 because to me it was all boom and zoom and essentially armament. And especially at the high levels, 109s are just 190s are just more heavily armed, as well as they can, depending on the variant, I guess they can carry better bomb loads and stuff. So I'm always want to support the ground as I go along. I'm going to step away for one moment. Be right back. All right, I'm back, and we're back at it. All right, I think we're gonna hop on for some Army. So we're still grinding out the M48, the Leopard, Weasel's all done, and Rekanatomat, and then the Alut. We are chasing our Rek JPEZ 2, which is very similar to Rekanatomat, except it's got ATGs. So anti-tank guided missiles, and I think that will be I'm going to assign that to the Alut spot, and then the idea is that we'll be able to play at tier 8 as we kind of push through here, and then once we got the 8-3s start unlocking, then we're going to be in the position to to just be able to step away from some of the others. So let's see, for the M4A2, I'll probably put that on the Weasel, and that'll probably be the one I research right after this one's done, so that I get another main battle tank in the mix. I have come around a little bit on the Rekanatomat. I think I was initially, Wait a minute, what do you mean? Well, I changed B. Okay. Sorry, it was telling me my game mode changed because I changed armies. Of course it changed. So, all right. But yeah, I am coming a little to it. The thing that's nice about it is a lot of tanks, when they get into a firefight with you, they are essentially getting positioned to like trade blows. So, you know, you fire on them, they move in, fire on you, thinking you will withdraw, and you know that's kind of the dance. Like if you're a Leopard, if you're an M48, that's going to happen. Reconnaissance just keeps firing. You know, you've got quite a lot of rounds there, so that definitely changes up the like tempo of the situation and the engagement. I thought this was the other desert mat. I thought this was the flat left flank. So instead, it's a very hilly. I do not have the tank I want for this, and I'm definitely not in the spot I want. But we'll make the best of what we got. So, but yeah, the rack when you engage with that, you fire. And oftentimes I just double tap it right away because the first rounds have a tendency to hit like light posts or really anything that's around them. So by giving the second hit, the first rounds clear the way, the second rounds hit them. Sometimes the first rounds hit them, it'll just track them or do something. So at any rate, the double tap is really useful for just clearing and ensuring that you got the enemy. Sometimes go to triple or quadruple, but the tendency or the fact that everyone kind of goes into trading blows plays to its strength. Where I've found success with it is city street levels. It does not do well on hills. It does not do well hull down. So you want big open flat terrain. You want a place where people are coming around corners, surprised. It's noisy as shit, which is the downside, because you can't sneak up on anyone. But if you get in position early and then camp, it does pretty well. I have considered increasing its ammo because really, if you get a side shot, if someone gets a side shot, you're dead anyways. I mean, this thing does not survive hits very well. So it might be worth the trade-off because I do find myself going to the point to rearm. And sometimes that's just not a strategically good option. I think once it made more sense to drive at the enemy and let them blow me up than it did to, well, I guess I could have just left the vehicle. That might have been better, but, you're in the middle, you're in the heat of the moment, and that just feels really silly. We're all playing this game for fun. If someone can get a kill off me, they should get one. Rather than just me blowing up my own damn vehicle because I need to, get back on the battle and I don't have time to drive back to base. So yeah, engagements like that are great, where there's someone just around the corner. You're pre-aimed. That feels good with this tank. That's the sort of engagement I want. I do want to, get better engines. I want to be faster. This thing is so pokey, especially if there's any kind of a hill. But yeah, it's nice. Now this sounds like someone's up here, but that could be the ally. Okay, that 100% is someone. So there, that's so loud to the enemies, I think. Yeah, okay. We definitely got someone. No! There, critical hit. See, I did the thing where I did not double tap. I should have double tapped. But I did not. Should have bumped. Would have got him. Alright. Well, we don't have enough for a helicopter, so we'll take our Leopard out.
Excellent!
And yeah, the helicopter generally, when I'm taking that out, that's just, you know, spawning to fly around. I'm thrilled if I can capture a base or, you know, put a rocket near someone at this point. I'm just not very good with it. I need to figure out the zoom in controls because they're very, very sensitive. And I'm sure there's a way to reduce the sensitivity when I'm all zoomed in, but I have not really taken the time to kind of try to figure out how that should be set up and configured. But if I can figure that out, I think that'll help a lot. I think that'll make a much more successful rocketing game. Alright. So is this... Okay, so those are allies. That ally, though, is not up here. He is... I am very confused where my ally is here. Too late to save him. Oh. Oh, good. That's a burn tank. Okay. This guy sounds like he needs repairs. We're going to back up and give him some. Much bigger up here than I thought it was. Okay, this is not going to be much help, but hey, every little bit counts, right? Easy 150 golden eagles. He said as he could have been capping the point. But we'll do that now. So I think I want to go back up to that platform where he was. Well, that would be if we were on the other side. I should probably go more towards their spawn. Maybe post up somewhere in this sector. Though there's a lot of trails and paths into there. Yeah, just watch this left lane. Try to shut it down. I mean, I've made that run enough to know where they're going to come in. It's a weird little visual audio cue. Yeah, we'll get behind this rock and we'll see how this does us. Who knows? Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Our engines. A little forward, then. Oop, helo, shit. We'll turn off our engines just to... That is funny sounding. Not even getting up at... I don't even know that I'm getting high enough to hit him. Oh, shit. Getting shot at from the side. Now, Weasel's the last one we got that's not a backup, so we'll play that, and then we'll respawn. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for the C point, see if I can get up there and do anything, though I am gonna drop some hate on the... Oh! Or I'm gonna blow up. Resolved that pretty tidily. Yeah, that's the sort of thing where, like, you know, I kind of want to go in and, like, respawn and take care of him, but, you know, he got a good position. My team's not making call-outs, so I don't really want to use my backups dealing with a loss that's not really gonna, I don't think, gonna switch to a win, so. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Oh, this is different. If this is the map I think it is, I'm not used to seeing that C point so far south. It does look like the map I'm used to. Interesting. All right, well, let's take the Leopard and see where they put us. Part of me, comfort food-wise, I want to go to A because I'm familiar with it. I like it. I think it's a fun place to fight. Exploration-wise, I want to go to C. To this date, I will never understand people's need to shoot other people in the back. Like, is it communication? Are you asking for something? I don't know. But man, does it happen a lot. They must be super fun in Sims. I wonder if anyone just accidentally lights up their teammate because they're just so in the habit of firing on them. Could be worse though. I could be an arcade. Which, for the record, is the worst game mode, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there are moments where it's fun to go in and have a tear and just, you know, Tokyo drift your tank. You know, if you like World of Tanks a lot, like, I feel like arcade is pretty much like the next step in, like, the design for that, you know, like you're somewhat simulated. Wait, really? I can't shoot these? But I can drive through them. Not seeing anyone coming that way. I feel like I can't actually cross this, otherwise why would they build the bridge here? But whoop, we got a customer. We got enemies. 500.
Captured most of the strategic zones.
Thought that dumpster was an enemy tank. Which shows you how poorly equipped I am for, you know, in battle. He would have had days to shoot me. Oh shoot. He's gonna come right around that corner, isn't he?
Attention to the map.
Man, what is it about my brain? Like, I knew he was there. I don't know why I wasn't in my gun sights aiming at him, but I was trying to maneuver. Life's hard. All right, let's do a little helicoptering. I don't know that this is going to be anything effective or good, but it's fun.
Victory is near. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
It's not a good sign for my team when my priority is like, this is moderately entertaining to fly around, do nothing successful, and then crash. But hey, it is, and you know, end of the day, it's a game. Okay, so which one is, so C is the south end, but we were coming from, A was where I died, so C is that like quarry side. Okay, so C is where I'm headed towards. So I've been curious of like, can I just land on a mountain and like use my missiles like a sniper so that I can, let's try it. Let's get up to the top of the mountain and land. Need a little bit more forward momentum. Here we go. Now we can land here. Oh, don't slew. Let's go to the side here. We need to get better positioned. All right, now bring us down. Nice and easy. All right. Well, the theory is sound. I'm a little sure that if I fire my weapons right now, I'll blow myself up, but maybe not. Let's see if we can get to a better vantage. Ooh! Haha! That's fun. So, that's the other side of it, is that people will fire missiles at you. Oh, they are firing at me. Okay, I'm like, he's flashing. Why is he flashing? Because he's shooting at you. Just give them something to think about. We're just gonna keep their AA not looking at the fight. That is a very odd thing to find. Just one little pine tree up here. Okay. It's weird, we're not quite landed. But we're not hitting our prop on the side of a mountain, so I'll take it. Whew. Where are we? There they are. Ooh. Let's go in on them. Air-to-air combat in a helicopter. Haven't done it yet. Ooh, that's important parts. Important parts are gone. Yeah. I don't understand. Like maybe those, what are the ARAMs? I don't know what they are, but maybe they were. I mean, like, is it just? Am I in a tier where I'm gonna run into like what feels like Gulf War era tech? Certainly 1980s tech, you know, like it feels very advanced when I'm running like Korean War helicopters, but like is the AA outpace the I suppose though if you're dealing with jets that are, you know, supersonic, that's the thing you can give them that's not just a missile launcher. Yeah, it just feels very, I don't know. I am, though, kind of excited for the transition from, like, AA being, like, little, you know, machine gunners to being, actual, anti-aircraft. Okay, 400. Well, that was worthless. Yeah, he sees me now. We're gonna just displace quick. Oh, we need repair. Crap. We better get to some cover then. "30 seconds of repair to my tank because I got hit in the turret ring." So I've been given some thought to when I complete the German tech tree, what I want to grind next, and I think I have to go the American tanks. I've never really been a fan of American tanks, but like not sorry, that's in World War II. The Sherman was a great tank designed to meet a specific need, fill a specific role. It was highly modular. It was really well-designed thing. But he had a buddy watching his flank, huh? Was that? Did he actually shoot me? That's impressive if he did. But I just, because of that, I was never really a big fan of the Sherman. Oh, we're right here. We're here, huh? Okay. Oh, I probably shouldn't have moved while he was firing at me, but whatever. But yeah, but later tanks I'm in love with. Abrams is like, I think like seventh, eighth grade. I read a book talking about the Abrams and all its amazing technology, and I mean, this is early '90s. But I was just like, yeah, that thing sounds amazing. I was infatuated with it. So yeah, and then that, and then the A-10, and then of course for like, the naval stuff. For me, navals are all like the American ships. I love them. I'm a fan of some of the Japanese ships. Like Japanese battleships are kind of iconic in my opinion. I also like their design philosophy. Like American battleships and mini battleships are made with this idea of like, we are going to point our guns at the enemy, steam right at them. Like that's the fundamental idea that I think they're often going for. And by contrast, the Japanese battleships are usually have all their big guns in the back. They still have big guns in the front, but they're usually like, if they're running a 3-4 gun turret, or what they usually will do. An American ship will put 2 in the front and 1 in the back. Japanese ships will often put 1 in the front, 2 in the back, and that's because they built their ships for speed, and they kind of have this. What to call it? I think of it as kind of like a Mongolian war philosophy, where like you can fire at and withdraw from the enemy faster than they can pursue. You control the engagement. So if your battleships are faster, and assuming your guns are comparable, some ships had better guns than others, but assuming they're comparable, you can then control the distance. It's like a modern day, a more modern equivalent to like the weather gauge in old, sail combat, which is this idea of like, whoever had the wind at their back could choose to engage the other person wherever they want. I mean, all they got to do is, just turn and sail at them. And that's the weather gauge. The weather's on their side, essentially. So yeah, that's the Japanese philosophy. Now, where it fails, and I think maybe this is where the American philosophy of naval combat in World War II had a little better idea, was in attacking and holding positions. The Japanese philosophy is a blue water philosophy. You're out in the middle of the ocean. You have miles and miles to, kind of play with your opponent, maneuver your fleet. Then guns in the back is by far better, far superior play. But if you're around an island, holding an island, then suddenly, being able to force the engagement, drive in, that sort of thing. So I guess it depends on, kind of what your army's doctrine is. And I think Japan had a more, open seas doctrine. Or at least that's what I infer. I don't know. I don't know much about... Like, yeah, it's funny. I like the technology. I don't know too much about the politics or the... I've never gotten into, reading the memoirs of, generals or anything like that, so... Okay, we got some guys on the left here. We got someone shooting right up here. kind of feel like I need to do something about that. Ooh. Need to open up the angle on this guy if I can. Oh, did he just keep going? I opened up the angle on myself. So yeah, it's kind of like the German doctrine versus the American doctrine on tanks. You know, I think America had really fallen, I was going to say fallen in love. I think it's more apt to say had readily understood the value of, you know, assembly line technology and mass production, and then, you know, modular components. You're shipping tanks across the ocean. Fundamentally, they need to share a parts structure. Germany was fighting a war on their own back door. They had the ability to say, like, okay, we're going to make PZ-3, we're going to make a PZ-4, we're going to make a PZ-5 or a Panther, we're going to make a Tiger, PZ-5? Anyways, we're going to make a Tiger, we're going to make a Panther, we're going to make all these different tanks that have really incompatible parts. But America was like, well, we're sending this stuff halfway across the ocean. It better all play well together. So they're making these, you know, interchangeable modular tanks that can, you know, fill whatever role they need. That makes a lot more sense. I would have loved to see the American tanks just a skosh more up armored. I think comparatively, like, you know, PZ-3, PZ-4s, Shermans were a very good match for, in my opinion. You know, they were probably upgunned for PZ-3, PZ-4s. Not that those tanks though did have very good guns too. So, you know, everyone had good guns in that matchup. But when you get into Tigers, Panthers, that's where you know, your 3s, your 4s are maybe a little too tricky, you know. Not a great matchup at that point. So, but yeah, so yeah, American Tech Tree's probably up next. But we'll see. I mean, it's entirely possible that, like, in the next month I burn out on the game too. So that's that's never something I've done. Picked up something, dive into it obsessively for a period of time, kind of get over it at the end. No, that's not me. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. Alright, no one's there. Moving on. Alright, so we're probably getting flanked pretty well. The fact that we're all kind of bottlenecked here tells me that we probably have flankers running hog on us, so let's keep an eye out for them. See if we can find them. I feel like that's a guy who's looking to point a gun at me. Might be an ally though. And I'm just talking about the sound I'm hearing of that tank backing up and moving forward. No, if no one else is going to push the flank, I'm going to push the flank. I wish I knew what this guy was shooting at. Yep, they definitely got the flank, or at least they're keeping us from getting the flank. Oh yeah, he's out in BFE. BFE is, for those who do not know, I was acquainted with this from my wife. It is bumfuck Egypt, as a way to say middle of nowhere. What was it when I said, when she said it? Gosh, I had another phrase for that, like Timbuktu. Or, you know, like I would go with actual geographic place, but nope, BFE was her go-to, and I gotta admit, it's catchy. Out in the middle of BFE Farmington. That's where I lived at the time, so we were dating. She lived in Minneapolis. I lived in Farmington. It's about a 45-minute drive. I probably shouldn't be giving personal information out, but whatever. This is very old personal information, so. But yeah, so we lived about 40 minutes apart. Needless to say, she was not thrilled with the commute situation. She thought that any reasonable, self-respecting person should live in the city, because she had come from Chicago. And that was, if I'm being very candid, where I thought we were probably not going to make it at first, because I'm like, yeah, I live out here because crap's affordable out here, you know. In the city, everything's so expensive to go out, and so when I went to school, bars would run dollar drink specials. Not like, you know, this is the one night a month we're going to do dollar beer specials. It was like Tuesday night dollar night, Thursday night dollar night, you know, like it and when it wasn't a dollar, oh crap, when it wasn't a dollar, it was, oh, is he something I can hit? Is he? He's a Bradley, okay. Shit, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. I think he's gonna look at me, guys. I think he's gonna look at me, damn it.
Pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Panzer, 11 Uhr. Entfernung, 300 Meter.
Oh, thank God, guys. I'm gonna give him a big old thank you.
Grammar, see?
Alright, so yeah, so yeah, when they weren't on sale for $1, they were $1.50, which, you know, okay, 50% markup, but like, it's $1.50. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a lot. You could go out with $10 in your pocket, have a great night, come home, no problem. So, flash back to me then moving back home. Still in the suburbs, mind you. You know, go to a local sports bar or whatever. Order a beer. It's like $4 or $5. Go downtown. It's like 10. And so what previously used to be my budget for the entire night became a drink for me. And this was not something I enjoyed. In retrospect, I actually really do give my wife a lot of credit for like giving me a chance, because, you know, basically I'm telling her I'm cheap and I don't think you're worth spending $10 on when we go out. I didn't say it like that, but like, you know, I'm sure there's a number of people who could have easily interpreted it that way, you know, but for me it was just like, this is very expensive and it's a culture shock and I don't really get it and I don't really like it and I don't see the value in doing this. You know, we pay a $5 cover to get in. We're spending like $100 on a night out just to do what I had been doing for years for like $10-20. So, so yeah, that's basically why I liked living in BFE, why I lived in the suburbs, and you know, the price of a beer is an easy example, you know, but like go to property, like holy crap, the house you could buy. This was before the first housing market bubble. I say first one in case like there's a second one, but this was before the housing market, you know, collapsed. So buying my house in Farmington was, you know, buying a house I could, you know, afford and live in. This townhome. I got about 4 times the house I could probably have gotten if I'd lived in the city, like square footage. I mean, I had 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, townhome. Had roommates, you know, but could afford that. In the city, it might have been... Oop, boy, sucks to be you. Man, these guys are like wizards. I do not understand how they fire and vanish like that. Like, it is wild to me how fast their reverse must be. Did I at least hit him? I mean, I don't even feel like I hit him. To be really, if I'm being really honest, I feel robbed there. I think that, is that a latency thing? Is it a reflex thing? Like, dude, I just don't have the reflexes for it. Does he have auto-stabilized turrets? So, like, his turret's not going boing, boing, boing as he's, like, driving around? I don't know. But it's a Bradley, so let's go bring it up against a tank. And it's a GD Bradley. I mean, it's like late 90s military tech against 70s tanks. He's going to win. Well, this guy at least has, I think he has like 100 millimeters of armor in the front. That's assuming he doesn't get a nice fat side shot when I make a turn. Little overturn, but and maybe he's got a missile. Like a missile, I would have took that would have made sense, but no, killed me with a little bullet. And those drones, I hear them, and I want to do something about them, and I know there's nothing to do. Okay. So now I hear him. Ideally, I'm going to see him here first. In fact, maybe I should. I hear him here.
Most of the zones are taken by the enemy.
Where the hell is this guy? He's like a Houdini. Is he so loud that he just, when he cut through that, I heard him? Now, I should engage. I should press him here, but I'm hoping he's going to roll forward. But he won't, because he's got a drone that's telling him where I am. Yeah, see, I gave up on my plan. I should have stuck with my plan. Alright, so he did not actually know where I was. Let's put another round in him. Oh, that guy, though. Now, there's the matchup I'd like to get when I knew about it. It's a open field, one-on-one sort of a thing, because World War II era technology there versus my 1960s. Yeah, I probably should define it by era. The problem is I don't know the eras as well as I know the conflicts. So this is like, Korea, Vietnam style. This is probably Korean War era. Though I guess the Germans weren't in the Korean War, so I guess it could be Cold War, depending on the make of the Leopard. Alright. Okay, that cutout was for our team, not for his team. Okay. I hear him idling. hear someone idling. Okay, that looks like a big dead tank. Though I do hear somebody alive. I mean, you saw that I hit him with the tank round, right? Like, I don't know how a tank round doesn't blow up a helicopter, but apparently it doesn't. Still keeping too much ammo in this leopard. Alright. That's, yeah, helo time. Which means it's time to get blown up quickly. But it's fun. I think it's just like, it's more like, oh man, back in the day, okay, so like when Nintendo 64 came out, there was a game for it that was just so much fun. I'm not going to remember the name of it though, and this story's going to suck because of it. But essentially, like, it was like you would fly planes, you would skydive, you would, you know, they were taking this technology, and for really the first time, they're kind of like creating 3D worlds. You know, shoot yourself out of a cannon, and they were kind of like little cheesy games. Like, they weren't in depth, they weren't, you know, like the best, but they were novel. They were really new at the time. And I feel like flying a helicopter in this game is kind of like that, where half the time I'm just trying to fly around, avoid the obstacles, not crash, you know, get a sense of the controls and the sense of movement, and then, you know, going from there. You know, like, can you fly through, you know, a little tunnel, make your own little Death Star run, sort of a thing. That sort of stuff. That's really fun. I've seen people who are really good at flying this, flying helicopters and stuff, and I want to do that so bad. I want to be like that. Oh man, you called him out and then you died. Oop, we got. Whoa. Oh, we're steering into a building. There we go. Dodged it like a pro. He's just kind of flying around, having fun. If I get the opportunity to shoot someone, I will shoot them. Like that. Oh, that's bad. Just as soon as I saw it, I'm like, a tank in their spawn, and I'm like, oh, I know, I've seen this movie. I know how it ends. But yeah, I think you get the sense of what I'm going for when I'm, you know, out there just kind of whizzing around and like You know, it's like do my own little Death Star runs. Like, it's just fun. It's a fun little addicting thing to do, and you know, get a laugh out of it. I was gonna say that felt like really like I'm like, why is there no one here? Why does this feel really easy? And because they've probably shut that lane down for a while, so no one on my team is driving that way. But yeah, just like I was trying to figure out why this game is so just completely compelling to me. Why do I keep coming back? Why do I want to play more? Why is it like, you know, like I get up some mornings and I'm like, yeah, I want to go play War Thunder before work, you know, things like that. Like just this level of excitement for it and interest in it. I don't know how to quite describe it, but yeah, how we got. Yeah, we'll play Leopard here. But yeah, I was trying to understand that. And I think one of the things that occurs to me is the progression system really does what like Blizzard does with World of Warcraft. Like it very much incentivizes you to keep playing. You know, like the match ends and the first button is play again. You know, like it's unless you have a equipment upgrade. And so I do like that. I think that's a really good feature because what it essentially is like when you level something up, that gives you a point to say like, do you want to keep playing or do you want to take a break? You know, you got your new treads. Is it time to take a break? They're not really saying that, but you know, it serves as kind of a natural break point. And I've played some games where they just won't do that. They'll just keep you on the cycle of playing and playing and playing. Now, I have to recognize it. I have to be able to go, yeah, I should probably take a break. But yeah, that you know, get kind of that was it dopamine drip, you know, of just like, oh, I achieved something, I did a thing, I advanced something, and when you do get that cutoff point, then the question is, well, do you really want to cut off here, or do you want to keep going here? You know, like, do you want to play more, or, you know, should you be done, sort of thing. All right, what are we looking at here? We are looking at... Man, that is a slow missile. Ooh. Well, he didn't hit me, but I don't like it. It didn't tickle. So I think I'm going to go over, and this is the thing, like sometimes I really want to use the like frames of other people to like protect my flank, but other times I realize all it really does is highlight where I am. You know, they can reference it by the next to the smoking corpse of that Bradley or whatever. But other times, it's, you know, well worth it just to have someone not be able to get a side shot on you because you got a couple tons of burned out steel next to you. Alright, we're going to advance over here a little bit. Help kind of shut down that lane. Looks like we got a couple other flankers going. least one spotter, which is really nice in a situation like this. Because I can't see nothing except blowing ass branches. It's windy as heck today. Creep up a little bit. It's always a risk. Trying to get a little better viz into the town square here. I'm a little disoriented. I'm used to being in that first woods longer, but pressing towards closer to C can sometimes give you an advantage to like cut people off. Hey, someone's watching. Hi, how are you doing? Just in the process of trying to find out where the enemy is. A lot of weeds to see through, look through. I can hear their engines over yonder, but cannot spot them. We're going to fall back a little bit and see if we can. Just trying to use my sound to keep an ear towards them. In fact, it might make sense to go back to the first woods. Oh, there we go. There we go. Crap, 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 crap. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Don't have smoke. Don't have smoke. Oh, hit his turret on a blind shot. That's not bad. Ah, misfire. This is the pain point. Yeah, we're gonna take the Rakuten Automat. Oh, is that how you say it? Rakuten Automat? That might be how you say it. I might be overthinking it. Never done that before in my life. Alright, got a helo somewhere, but we're gonna say he's someone else's problem. I am anti-tank, not anti-helicopter, so we're just gonna move in, and if we get blown up, we know the anti-helicopter folks did not do their job right. Probably because they were trying to be anti-tank. Which, to be fair, some of the anti-air guns are really nasty against armor. Following this little road into this village area. Oh man, they got A? Crap, we gotta step in here and help out. We're getting bodied. Okay, so there's a guy. You know, here's the thing. I thought I pulled up further. I thought I had a building between me and the bad guy. Oh, nope, he shot me from the front. Wouldn't have mattered. Just didn't see all of the enemies there. Just saw one guy. Gotta get better at my target identification. Just see a little bit of puff on the back. And I'm like, ooh, look at that guy, I gotta get him. So I think what we're gonna do is, it's a little counterintuitive, but we're gonna go back here. We're gonna cross the river, and we're gonna try to provide support from the other side. Now, I have not been paying attention to the battle on the other side of the river. I think it's a fairly good odds that I'm going to just cross this bridge and get blown up. Because someone might already be watching the bridge, for example. But, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Oh. Nope, just the bass on my own engines made me think I heard some other engines, so. Okay, that's not a great sign. It's okay, because we are going to cut a hard right away. We're going to just get across this bridge, and we're going to duck between these two buildings and get our bearings and find out what's what. Alright, so now we're going to hit little buildings and get stuck and have to figure out how to navigate. But essentially, if I can get a little run through here, and if there's no one on the hill to my left, I think I can get into a decent position to put additional fire if I get like between A and B, and I just kind of pop out of the alleys. Put some extra, fire support down. There's a bridge right there, huh? That's cool. Okay. Oh, A and B does not have a building in it. I thought there was a building on my side of the road between these two. My mistake, but I hear an enemy tank, so we're gonna just go ahead and take our shot. Okay, not a live enemy. Also a dead enemy. Ooh. Oh, well, that would have been a good position. Hull down in a crater is one of my favorite positions, because enemies have a tendency to overlook you when they're scanning. They just see, a crater. Sometimes they'll see you, but, if you got bushes on your turret, they might, it's counterintuitive, because a bush in a crater should be a sign, but sometimes people just don't see it. They just scan, Earlier I was playing, I can't remember if I was streaming this or not, but I was playing the Weasel, and I was on the point, and I just basically backed myself into a corner. Enemy drove within like 5 feet. Didn't see me. I'm sure it caught me out of the peripheral of his eyes or something, but to him, I was just a bush. So nothing to see here in my little tiny bush, guys. Don't look at this. We're not doing anything except going to a high place and spotting enemies for a while, though it's foggy. I can see through the fog. Thermal might actually be a pretty significant benefit. Let's see. So, yeah, I mean, that contrast is significant. So, all right. I think we've got a bit of an edge here for a change. I mean, not for a change, but the one thing I'm a little frustrated with, I thought thermal was going to be able to see through smoke, and it definitely cannot. Or if it does not do much better than anything else. Like, the smoke just shows up as a giant thermal plume. Okay, we need to get our crosshairs on them.
Panzer, 11 Uhr. Entfernung 1800 Meter. Panzer, 1 Uhr. Entfernung 1400 Meter.
I mean, I get it. I'm in a good sniping spot, but man, you do not need to be like right there. Maybe I don't need to be right there. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Is I don't need to be right there. Let's not make it about you. Let's make it about me. Alright, looking for other heat signatures. Being a little vulnerable, sitting out in the open. But it's foggy, and now he's firing, so I should probably move, so someone looking for him doesn't see me. Oh, we got other guys over there.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Okay.
Cover me.
Okay, yeah, it's too far away. Okay. Alright, we got a helo coming in.
11 Uhr.
Call that out to the team. I am waiting for when this game gets to the point where like they're running AC-130s throughout the match, you know, like where players can pilot them. I mean, AC-130 isn't much more unfair than a B-25 or that ridiculous British bomber that drops like a multi-ton bomb.
11 Uhr. Entfernung
It's
1400 Meter.
1200. Okay, so he's going really fast. Let's let. He's crashing. He's crashing. All right. Oh, there we got one.
Panzer! 12 Uhr. Entfernung 800 Meter.
Oh, they're not going to give me credit for that marking. They said I didn't see him. He wasn't in my crosshairs. Right there. I hate that it takes so much longer when you mess up to call in to get the refresh.
Attention to the map.
Alright, let's see if I can find him again if he pops up there somewhere around here.
Attention to the designated grid square.
So I kind of want to see what's going on at sea because I think I can. Yeah, this is by far too exposed though. I got to go downhill. I got to get a little bit out of the way. I hate giving up that position because it's a beautiful position, but I think there's just tendency for too many eyes to go on it. Additionally, if they did leave C vacant, someone's shooting at me. Now I have to stop and go back because they marked me. Let's find out if anyone's at sea.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I kind of wondered if that was my ally who was firing at me. If so, well, no, I didn't hear the shots. I would have heard his machine gun at this range, so I don't think it was actually him. Is that an enemy?
Panzer, 12 Uhr. Entfernung
Yes, it is. There we go.
12 Uhr. Entfernung 600 Meter.
curious. What does he see right now? Oh yeah, I'm probably a pain in the ass to see.
Panzer, 12 Uhr. Entfernung, 600
Dead to rights,
Meter.
but I have just jacking shit for Penn at this range, so can't really do anything about him other than point him out to the team and hope they can take care of him. I could call an arty strike on him.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
But yeah, we're getting just handily
Panzer,
taken
12
care
Uhr.
of.
Entfernung, 600 Meter.
Well, let's drop some arty on him and... Oh, someone got him. Alright, now's the time. We're gonna go in, we're gonna go and take our, take C, see if we can quickly grab that, and then we can also push on to B if we do. Man, talk about an open cap. This is brutal. Enemy plane? Of course it is. Ooh, shit. Alright, cool. You done messed up. You done messed up, AA Ron. Alright, let me... Where'd he go? Where did he go? Alright. Like the man said, we gotta move on to B and try to get some progress here. Oh! That's someone who's been waiting a while for that shot. Was I driving right at him? I was driving right at him. So I'm taking the Leopard because the Leopard's fast. And at this point, I think we just have to get on to B, maybe A, and just push. Everything else is kind of a distraction, so... Where, guys? Where are you coming from? That farmhouse way over there, huh? Damn it. It's a distraction, but it's an effective one that's going to keep us from advancing. I like the Weasel, but man, if your team is not on it, it's really dependent on them to be effective. All right, so let's see. I don't think we have anything else to use, so I guess we'll just keep going. All right. So this is that central airfield. I like this map. We're going to go here. We're going to push B from the side. I like this because if you control B, you can highly influence the outcome of A. C is kind of its own lane fight because it's all hedgerows, so I don't think that fight gets very much influence. I mean, holding B definitely helps at C, but people can creep, like the way I'm cutting over to B now is what people in that G7 spawn kind of do towards B. It's where your main opposition. Very few people I've noticed come from like B7 because that puts them, like in this field, and because they have a forest. If one of us sets up in these like hedges here, we have a much better, position, much better angle dealing with them. So usually that's how this plays out. Plus we have this house here, and this house is like really amazing cover for like setting up and making sure you've got the right angles and the right lane and everything. So now I'm just gonna peek at the objective here, get the range down. Alright, not seeing anything, so I'm gonna go in with my other tank here. This is the riskiest part of our run, because we present really good side shots. Now what we hope is that anyone coming from B7 got suppressed, so now anyone we meet is coming from the other side of B. Also, this capture zone is huge. You can have two guys in here for quite some time and they never see each other unless they're actively looking. So like that, like he's going to camp there. He's going to be watching that flank, hopefully. I'm going to camp over here and just kind of keep an eye on what's going on this side. Oh, did we actually capture it? We did not. Someone is contesting our capture right now. So yeah, because of that, we need to find them. Before they find us like that. I should have realized he was camped out. Man, that's wild that killed everybody. Alright. I don't think the Racket Malt's gonna make anything better. Alright, pushing on B. Yeah, I'm gonna notify them where he is. He's kind of on this corner. Or he was. I do wish while you were like dead you could throw out a ping. There's a way to do it when you die, but I just, like with mouse and keyboard, I could probably do it. I probably have enough time, but PS5 controller. Why did I slow down? I saw all the spotted guys and I was like, oh, I should just take care of some. But that just made me vulnerable. Alright, we're going to go from the other spawn now because they've got us ranged in. I'm not going to be able to make the run to B from there. So now I'm going to go from this side because I do think I can spot well from B. Now whether or not I can run there is a whole different story because there's a lot of hedgerows and they've got C's, so we'll see what's what. One strategy I'm kind of fond of with this is going in and just burning out the hedgerows. Alright, let this circle get a little smaller, but not too small, and go. So what I'm going to do is just get in there and I'm going to keep contesting the point so that they can't capture it, even if they manage to win the fight. But I've got to find the contesting line and I've got to find some bushes by it. Or near it, in it, whatever.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Panzer, 1 Uhr. Im Nahbereich.
Shit, does he see me? I don't know if he sees me. If he sees me now, it's going to be the time he sees me. He's going to literally bump into me. Gonna roll into me.
Im Nahbereich.
Attention to the map.
Oh, that's a destroyed one. Dang it. Okay, so he's right behind this tree. Can't really do anything about that. I move, he gets to see me. Fall back to his position. Now, the good news is I'm here, I'm holding B, they don't know where I am. They think there's another big guy in here somewhere, probably. I was very tempted to shoot this fellow, but I did not. That's gotta be a friendly, that's gotta be what that blue dot is.
Panzer, 12 Uhr. Nah.
Attention to the map.
Is he doing like a little grid search trying to find me? Nope, he's looking at planes. God, I want to shoot so bad, but you know, you just know you can't pen. This guy at this range, I might have had a chance, but if he was alone, I absolutely would have done it. But the fact that he was with a buddy, there's really no shot. And my original plan was to call in Artie, track that guy, but as soon as I called in Artie, of course, he took off, so. But if I track him, I'm not going to have a live time enough to call in Artie, so it's kind of a catch-22 there. So he's still on point.
Pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Ooh, I hear him.
Panzer, 10 Uhr. Im Nahbereich. Artillerieschlag auf Koordinaten. Delta 4. Zerschlagen.
Delta 4. Bestätige Koordinaten. Aufgepasst. Abgefeuert. Thanks.
know he's already been scouted. I just don't have a lot I can do, buddy. I gotta call in the scouting report on these guys. Over and over and over again. That's all I can do. I can't kill him. Oh, sounds like he might have a new buddy.
Panzer, 11 Uhr. Da. Panzer, 12 Uhr. Entfernung 300 Meter.
This is fun. It's like playing hide and seek. Like, I understand that their frustration because, like, you're looking around, but, like, it's kind of impressive. All right, what are my challenges here? 9 of 15, and then vigilante. I need to help, assist, and destroy. Oh, so if I'd pinged him, but then I would have had to move because his buddy would have immediately known where I was, or at least had enough to estimate, you know. All right, I think we're going to take tanks and we're going to go into B here. Oh, we're taking the Rakanatomat and we're going to B. That's what we're doing. In fact, we're going to load it with ammo. We're going to just fill it all with the AP and we're going to go see if we blow up any easier with full ammo. I don't think we're going to because we tend to blow up pretty easily as it is, so. Alright, I think I'm going to take the long alley in the shell. If this is kind of, if B's like a clam, I want that second layer, so I want to be wedged in there, so I'm kind of, you know, in a canyon. But I want to have my, because I don't want them to be able to go anywhere. You know, I don't want them to have lateral maneuverability. But it's all about getting in there, because if they shut down this angle first, which sometimes they get that before we can even get in position, especially when the whole team goes somewhere else. All right, feeling okay. Now the question is, do I push or do I wait? And I think I push, but I go very slow.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Okay, never mind. I wait.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Crap. There's an enemy right behind me.
Recon reports enemy spotted. Recon reports enemy spotted.
Well, that felt good. I don't care who you are, man. Just getting 2 tanks like that blown up right in a row, that feels really good. Alright, now let's see. Now see, if I didn't have the extra ammo, I'd be stuck right now. I would have been like, oh, that's it. That's my game. But now we can do a little bit of advancement. Oh, crap, didn't get the thing turned. Was that an Abrams? I'm scared it was an Abrams. What the hell is an Abrams doing out in GD World War II? Of course. Which is fair. That's a fair response. But hey, we got some spawn points. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate our hard-won victory by helicoptering a little bit. Not that kind of helicoptering. This kind of helicoptering. I think we can do like a little Death Star run through those canyons, dropping missiles as we go. I don't know if we can, but I want to try. Use the Force. That is tree. Okay, we can't navigate. Let's do a Death Star run, but trees are hard too. Trees are very hard obstacles. One tall tree in the middle of the woods. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make it. Hey, got a kill assist on someone I nicked earlier. Cool. All right, going in. Get some speed. It's funny how it's becoming more intuitive to kind of play with the collector as I'm going along to like depower and uppower myself. One of the things that's hard about flying low is staying low. You start low and then perpetually. Oop! I'm a little too far to the side of where I want to be. I want to be on this side of the trees, I think. But yeah, collector's a great way to drop some power while flying. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's just about to start my Death Star run, but I guess the Death Star did have turrets, and I don't have Y wings and B wings to come in with me. Like, you know. We used to bullseye womp rats on T-17s back in Tatooine. That is a lot of Chinese kanji. No, is it kanji if it's Chinese? Whatever the Chinese version of kanji is, I don't know what to call it. If you know, put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Today's episode is brought to you by no one, but if it was, it'd probably be like NordVPN or who's the other one who brings people stuff? It could be HelloFresh, NordVPN, HelloFresh. Those are kind of the big YouTube marketers that I see. At least the people I watch, the shows I watch, tend to have them. Alright, so apparently if we poke our butt out here, we're gonna find some bad guys. So let's back up. Let's back up. Let's play it smart. Let's watch the angle. So much pace. He's got to be engaged from the side, right? Right. Nope, he's not engaged. Where do we think his gun is? Where do we think his gun is? for a shit while I'm in this fog, at least. Alright, I think the danger is over. The danger is past, but... thank this ally for his wonderful help. And I don't think we have got crew replacements yet, but let's go to B and see if we can... Oh, funny, I thought that was an ally. It's a dead tank staring at me. So what kind of tank was he? I don't think it was an Abrams, but it was fast. It hauled. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What are you going to do? Park out in the middle of the quarter? Yeah. Well, yeah. Park there, get some ammo? What? Why is that a bad idea? Oh, no particular reason, I guess. All right. We are going to push up the coastal road here, see if that gets us good results.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
That is a really under-tiered tank. Is that this phenomenon where sometimes people will buy premiums? And so they'll have one tank that's like the tier of the actual battle that's happening, and then they just kind of bring in these like reserves and, you know, kind of garbage tanks. Sometimes people do it because they're being a little ironic, they're being a little cheeky. Sometimes they're doing it because there's, you know, there are legitimate like troll tanks. There are tanks that are at a low tier, they're very bad, but at a higher tier, they actually kind of, they're interesting, maybe is the way to say it. They're not good, they're not bad, they're different. Alright, let's see. So we got a guy over yonder. And if I'm understanding things right, it looks like he might have gotten murked, so... So if we can get around this concrete block... Oh, is that an enemy? Yep, it is an enemy. Get back behind this position. Oh, someone got a nuke. Hopefully it's our team. Come on, where's this guy? Yeah, it's our guy. Jaguar A called it in. So what's cool with the nuke is, unlike most games where they've got some sort of match ending, you know, one-sided thing, you can actually shoot down the plane to like prevent the match ending. So if you can get the nuke before it drops its payload, which is usually fighters and AA's job, but most of the time it's going to be fighters, because if the AAs see it, it's already in range to drop, so more than likely. All right, so let's see. For the Leopard, okay, we finally got our smoke grenades here. Do I go for the... I feel like I should now go for the engines, but I want to get the tracks so I get the research bonus. So we're going to do that, then we'll go engines. I think that's the way to go. Yeah. All right, Racking Automat. We got our night vision, which I'm sure is just standard night vision. Oh, hey, look at that. We got engines finally. 12 horsepower or 6, so we'll get the 12 since they're the same cost. Research points wise. All right, we're at 600,000. One of the things I've been trying to keep an eye on is what I start with for G or SE and SL words, and what I end with. And that kind of tells me whether I need to, do anything different, because, ideally, I want to make, 200,000 a night, because like this guy is going to cost me, he's going to cost me 300, 500, so 450, something like that. So that's going to be a good chunk of this money. I talked yesterday about going up this path, but when I looked at the price for these things, it was like, I'm basically spending all my silver lions just to, get started on this tree. And it's not even until I get to like the martyr that I'm, finding things that I actually want in the tree. So, what is it? It's really the ones after these two. I think it's the Martyr 3A is the one I'm interested in most. But yeah, like, because that's the one that has the... Oh, it's not even that one. Which one is it? Is it the TAM? So yeah, it's like the whole next tier up. Yeah, I want the Scout UAVs. I want to understand how those play a little bit more. So want to get it just so I can kind of see and try it out. But yeah. So yeah, I think we got, let's see, anything else? Let's see what's going on for Sims today. Like, just let's check it out. Let's just take a look. So simulated battle, I don't do it that much, but it's really fun. Let's see, do we have a good sim run? Because it's very dependent on how many people want to do it. So like, yeah, we got 3 and 1, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. That's low tier sim. Let's check out high tier sim. This is where it's like more modern vehicles. I had hoped, misguidedly probably, that they would keep them to like kind of the Cold War era tanks, but you look on this list, you'll find, depending on the level, like here, this would probably be all Cold War era stuff. But if you go early enough, you'll find, like Panthers and Tigers on here, and it's like I don't really see Germany fielding, World War II era stuff, but maybe they would. I don't know. I did a little Hilo PvE. That's crazy. Air grind. So this is my setup for just playing air battles. Yeah, we'll do one of these. So I do these as realistic battles. And the only thing I'm doing here, my only goal is to go in and just bomb bases. If I can do that without getting killed right away, if I can get 1-2 bases killed, it's fairly profitable. I think you earn more SL than the plane's worth. Okay, that's the setup I want. I got mix and I got stealth. I don't like tracers if I can avoid them, but okay, what do we got in the middle here? We got, is this AA or is this, looks like AA. Might not be though. Alright, so while we're doing this, I gotta turn my weaponry on, weapon selectors, switch secondary weapons. Okay, we're on bomb mode. So yeah, I basically start off on bomb mode, play on bomb mode. That's all there is. That's great. That's great. Good teammates. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll do it someday. It'll happen. Oh God. Oh God. Thought he was about to accidentally get me. Alright, so now... Oh, that's... I'm in the wrong control setup. Okay, now let's go. Alright. It was in my my actual control setup, and so we're gonna burn a... Whoop, that's the weird camera angle. It's hard to keep my afterburners going and look around because it flips my camera over right away. It's great if I'm being chased. That's actually a somewhat helpful view. Okay, so I'm getting radar pings, but no one's locked me yet. So yeah, I stay near the ground because one, it can interfere with missile locks. It can be very hard to get them. Oh, yeah. Missile lock. That's a lot of bombs. All right, am I in position yet? Yep. All right, so now we are going to basically head forward, and the goal is to kind of set up those two bases in more or less a line. So I can make one pass at high speed, bombing both of them. The first time I did this, I used shoot bombs. So I drop them and then they deploy like a breaking shoot, and they just basically, they fall where they need to. Oh. Someone had missile lock on me for a second here. All right. Part of me wants to gain altitude, but I think I'm better off by the deck. I'm just worried that when I drop these bombs and fly over them, I'm going to blow myself up. But maybe not. Oh, they might take one of the bases out first. How far am I from the base? I feel like I should be... Oh shit! I'm almost out of fuel, dang it. That's not good. I am out of fuel. That was poorly planned on my part. I'm out of chaff too. Alright guys, this is not going to be the cool battle I was hoping for. I'm going to just blow up here. Be blown up here. There's the base I'm trying to blow up, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Well, let's just drop a lot of bombs. Oh, we're too slow to maneuver, apparently. Yeah. So yeah, I was pushing the afterburners way too hard. I should have approached without them first. It's only like the second time I've done it, but That was a failed mission. That was a very bad mission for me. And that's my RP gains. So we go back to the hangar. We look at aviation. And good progress. You know, not great, but good. If I'd gotten a couple bases, would have been better. But that's the idea. Anyways, I'm going to call it. I got to get to bed. Have a great night. Thanks for your attention, for sharing it. And yeah, I hope life treats you well. Good night.